Hey YouTube, this is Dawn and you're following This Is Journey. Today is February 17th, 2013 and I am doing a response video to Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, Aisha Ghrelinbgone. Hey girl. She talked about, well, the topic for the day was what was your breaking point? And I really don't know that I actually had a breaking point. I think that it would be more correct to say that I've been broken for so long and I wanted to fix myself. You know, like a lot of us, I've dealt with depression over the years. I've had some issues, and when I was in high school, I was actually just talking to someone about this recently, and I was going to do a video about it soon, but back when I was in high school, I was in a really bad, emotionally abusive relationship that towards the end started turning physically abusive, and it really kind of stunted me, you know, and I think as part of that, I had the protection of putting on weight because no one would want me if I was big, and I wouldn't have to worry about being in that same situation again. So for me, and I know for a lot of us, the weight for me was a shield. It was a wall. It was a way to protect myself from the outside world. But while I was trying to keep everything out that was going to hurt me, I also kept in my own hurts and my own pains, and I didn't allow myself the opportunity to grow and develop and do a lot of things that I should have done and take opportunities I should have taken. And I know immediately after that relationship, I guess it was back in 1991, 92, I was really heavy. I have no idea how much I weighed. I didn't weigh then, and I was in a really deep depression, but I know I was wearing a size 30 jeans, and I'm 5'9". And, you know, after I kind of got out of that, you know, some of the weight came off, and I bounced back and forth between 22s, 24s are pretty much my average. And I started this trend, you know, like everyone does with the yo-yo dieting. But for me, as we got towards the end of the year with the holidays and just, it's very an emotional time for me because I feel very alone, and I eat. I binge, and basically my day consisted of getting up, stopping at Dunkin' Donuts, to the point that when I didn't go for a few days and I would go through the drive-thru, they asked me was everything okay, because they hadn't seen me, and it's kind of bad. But I would go to work and I would eat, and I would eat, and I'd come home, and all day while I was at work, all I could think about is what I was going to eat when I got home to self-medicate myself. And in the meantime, through my own method of self-medication, I was hurting myself more and more, and it just got out of control. You know, at the end of the year, I would put all this weight on. By the beginning of the year, I would be feeling horrible, like I could barely breathe, I could barely move in my own skin, and I would get motivated. I would do whatever diet or program was out, and I would kill it. I'd kill it, and I would do good, and I'd lose about 50 pounds, and I would run out of steam, and I would gain the weight back. Well, not necessarily running out of steam, but I got scared, I think, more than anything, because people started noticing me and noticing the weight that I was losing, and I didn't want that attention, because to me, to have that attention meant that I was going to be back in a place where I could be hurt again, and I didn't want that. So finally, after, for the last few years I've been doing this, a friend of mine mentioned to me about going with her to do an information session for the lap band. And I had heard about the lap band, but I just kind of never thought it was an option for me. And from there, things took off. So I like I said, I don't think I necessarily had a breaking point, but for me, having surgery was about, of course, all the physical, for my back to stop hurting, my knees to stop hurting, to be able to walk up a flight of steps, to be able to just do things, to do my job. And but I think the hardest part of this for me is yet to come. I'm just 8 weeks post-op at this point, and it's going to be the emotional part, because I am going to reach my goal, and within reaching my goal, I have to deal with all this emotional stuff, and the issues are still there. Everything before weight loss is still there. The only difference is my body is going through a change, and at this point, I'm unable to sabotage myself to the degree that I would have done in the past, so I have to be uncomfortable, and I have to allow myself to feel these feelings, and to feel the fear that I have, but not to let it stop me. And knowing that the weight will come off anyway for me is like huge. It's so huge, and I'm so thankful that I was able to get this surgery, because I think it's not just going to save my life physically, but emotionally, it's giving me my life back. So, I still have some hard things to work through, but I will work through them, because I'll have to, but I think for me, that's why I had the surgery and why I went through with it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Great question, Aisha. Once again, this is Dawn, and you're following This Is Journey. Have a blessed day. Bye.